Welcome once again, my great viewers, to this special channel as we keep on progressing and we keep on advancing into this chapter on our theory on how to drive the vehicle using lane 1. So at the roundabout, lane 1 is usually called the first industrial lane. It's called the first industrial lane or the first commercial lane. So it has two major functions, or it has two options. So option 1, it goes straight on the roundabout and gets out of the roundabout, so it makes 180 degrees. So the next option is that it gets at the roundabout and then makes a 90 degrees to the left at lane 1. So this lane 1, we simply say it's first industrial lane. So when we find this classification of vehicles, we find that those first industrial commercial vehicles, they are those heavy commercial vehicles that carry heavy goods. So when you are driving this vehicle, you don't need to use these other lanes that makes turns at the roundabout that can usually trouble or maybe can cause you some discomfort when you're driving. So when you are using lane 1, and remember that you are driving on the highway, lane 1 is more convenient and it's more desirable to drive yourself using lane 1. So what you do, you simply approach at the roundabout using lane 1. You just come, and then at this stop point here, you need to stop your vehicle. Why do you stop your vehicle at this point? You stop at this vehicle to watch out vehicles approaching from the right hand side. If you see there's a vehicle approaching from the right hand side, then you need to give it way so that it passes fast before you drive your vehicle. So remember that you have to stop at this point, because there you have to yield, or you have to give way vehicles that have a right of way from the right hand side. So after reaching at this point, you need to enter at lane 1. You just move correctly, and then you get out at lane 1 at the roundabout. So that is the major function of lane 1 at the roundabout. So another second option, or another second major function of lane 1, it gets here, this stop point, then watch out for vehicles approaching from the right hand side. And then if there's no vehicles approaching from the right hand side, then you need to indicate that you're turning to the left hand side. Then you come, then you turn to the left hand side to lane 1 at the roundabout. So that is the major function of lane 1 at the roundabout. Remember, as we keep on driving, as we keep on moving, we need to learn exactly the function of lane 1, getting at the roundabout lane 1, and then exiting at the roundabout at lane 1, making 190 degrees, or then maybe getting at the roundabout at lane 1 after watching vehicles from the right hand side, and then making a 90 degrees turn to the first lane at the roundabout on the left hand side. That is exactly the major function of lane 1 at the roundabout. So viewers, welcome once again as we keep on watching, as we keep on getting these special tips on how to drive the vehicle on the road. Remember to subscribe, remember to get tips in this theory lesson that I'm giving you today. Thank you so much, my great viewers. I value you so much. Welcome.